All right, fair use disclaimer. This video is for educational purposes only. This is your brother Wild Rumya, back with another lesson, Lord willing to be edifying. I want to start by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Wahab, Rakakadash, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shah. Double honors to the apostles, elders, bishops, the great millstone who taught me this truth. Shalom to the 144,000 men of the Lord you see on the highways and byways, prophesying in the name and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, also in the correct doctrine. I want to send a shalom to the one-third men, women, and children that will escape the judgments of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai by their faith. So, got another lesson I want to bring out through the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And this video is going to go into how these curses are definitely on the children of Israel, man. And it's a shame how this fight of faith that we have, more than just us, the hopeful elect can see it, which we know that it's a part of prophecy. But you think that, this makes you step back and be like, damn, man, how these people can't see what we see? And, you gotta understand that this is all biblical prophecy, man. And sometimes it's hard to even to stomach our own people, man, because these people are truly destroyed, man. So I'm gonna hit a couple videos, hit a couple scriptures, and Lord willing to be edifying.
Whatever way you want to feel about Chud the Builder and his but at the end of the day, he's just filling a vacuum that is created by how fragile niggas are. People among all races are watching Chud because they know niggas are low impulse and retarded. People are watching Chud because they're seeing Carmelo Anthony stab Austin Metcalf. They're seeing DeCarlos Brown stab Ronnie Zaruska. They're seeing niggas start random fights in Chipotle's and nothing fucking happens. Judges are like, well, that nigga's too dumb to stand trial, even though he just stabbed a bunch of people. Or it's like, oh, it doesn't even really matter if black people are paying off the legal fees of these other retarded black people that are causing havoc for everybody else. But a white guy like Chud the Builder decides to shoot somebody in self-defense after using his right to freedom of speech, and all of a sudden, nope, we got to set his bond to like $1 billion. And if you guys don't like that, well, black people are allowed to burn down every single fucking city in America. Nobody wants to fucking live like that. People are watching Trump because our government doesn't do shit about black people doing this retarded dumb shit. Trump can start regional wars in Iran. He can fuck around in China. But when it's time to send the National Guard up in Detroit and up in Chicago, where niggas are running around with switches and killing each other over blocks they don't own and hitting bystanders all fucking day because they can't fucking aim because they have no actual training. Nope, we can't do that shit. Brandon Johnson is able to bitch Trump out of the entire fucking city. Nobody wants to live in fear of black people anymore, including other fucking black people. But as long as...
And you can tell this man has lost it just by this cross on his ear, and this cross on his neck. You can tell, and that Babylonian flag in the background. You can tell this man has sold his mind to the so-called white man. Anything the white man want him to do, he's definitely going to do it, man. Like he was talking about Chud the Builder, which Chud the Builder would have called him a nigga to his face. And that's kind of Jake would accept that, man. And shit, now you just look at these Jakes and say, man, I'm going to yourself like, is this a terror? Because the mindset he has, even if you're not in the truth, you're like, damn, man, this man is going against our own people, man. And you should see the oppression that our people have suffered here in Babylon the Great for over 400 years, man. And you still want to lean on the oppression of your own people and make it even worse than what we've been suffering already? Now you got some Jakes out here that's running rampant and doing all kind of shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, shooting people and all type of shit. But Esau does it on a way higher level, man. But he doesn't see that. He won't address that because he feels like this is going to be acceptable by Esau. He feel like if he talks against his own people, the Esau is going to accept him. But they would never accept you, man. You are the enemies, man. And that's never going to change. It was from the beginning. When Jacob and Esau was in the womb, man, that was slated for the children of Israel and the children of Esau to be enemies, man. Now check this out.
I have to say it. I have to admit this, guys. I absolutely love Chud the Builder. I love his content. I love what he does. I think he's doing great, amazing, necessary work in today's society. I know you guys are going to say, how could you like his content? You're black. Oh my God, you're a coon. Oh my God, you're Uncle Tom. You hate black people. You're racist. Like, bro, I just find it funny and I don't get offended over a word. The fact that he's exposing all these crybaby black guys who are threatening to harm him or unalive him and do all of this extra shit just because of a word and some rage bait, it's just so hilarious. Like, you guys are proving his point. You guys are fucking getting mad and getting upset and acting like chimps just because of a little joke, just because of one word. It's like, you guys need to grow the fuck up and get over it. You should not be trying to fight this guy or trying to unalive this guy or making threats to this guy because he's saying a word in public. It's like, if I've seen him in public, bro, I'd give him a handshake. I'd say thank you for your service to this country, bro. It sucks what happened to you. I know what you're doing is rage bait. You're trying to get views and money because they stopped you from working. They stopped you from owning a business, bro. I actually sympathize with that. I don't think just because you're quote unquote racist, you shouldn't be allowed to work, or people should harass you or stop you from owning a business just because you're quote unquote racist. Everybody deserves to make a living. If you don't want to support that person, fine, but trying to get them fired and stop their livelihood is just corny to me, bro. Cancel culture is so corny to me. So now he's taking this, all of this cancel culture, all of these people, this negative energy, he's harnessing it to make a lot of money off of streams and views. And that is a very good strategy, which I commend it, bro. Chud the Builder, if you ever see this video, bro, I'm a black man. Not all of us hate you. A lot of us can see that you're doing good work, and we respect your freedom of speech and your right to work and have an opinion, bro. Keep fighting the good fight, bro. Um,
Now you see that, like I said, these Jakes, shit, that might be a terror. They're losing it, man. Their minds is truly gone, man. Because he thinking that they just wanted to just that Chud wanted to just um, basically talking about freedom of speech. No, man, what he was wanting to do was start a race war, man, and that was to kill these Jakes you see in these videos, man. It wasn't because he wanted to, be able to use the word, and he wanted to create a race war, man. He clearly said that. Now these Jakes, man, as soon as all hell break loose, the Lord is gonna put the spirit on Esau to put them to death. And I can't say for sure, but you just through the spirit, you just think, man, the Lord is not going to tolerate these 2/3, man. And these men are definitely 2/3. Check this out. Oh, it says footage of gang member saying he's banging on everything black is going viral. The CIA might be 1,000 points on us. 1,000 points on us, man. Maybe he's joking. No, he's telling the truth, man. Now check this out. This is what when the apostles say that Esau created a nigga. This is what they created, man.
You know, I see niggas, I'm banging on everything. Only people I'm not banging on is white boys and Mexicans. You feel me? They not my. We appreciate it. You know? Thank you very much. It's regular that a nigga I'm going to bang on everything black that I see.
Let me play that again.
You know, I see niggas, I'm banging on everything. Only people I'm not banging on is white boys and Mexicans. You feel me? They not my. We appreciate it. You know? Thank you very much. It's regular that a nigga I'm going to bang on everything black that I see.
So he just want to kill his own people, man. And this shows you that this man is is a CIA creation. As you say right here, footage of gang members saying he's banging on everything black is going viral. That's crazy, man. So he said, only thing I ain't banging on is Mexicans and white boys. So it really just that's the only person he want to bang on is somebody black, man. And that's the mindset of a lot of these YNs, man. If you black, they want to bang on you, man. They want to put you to death. They want you to die, man. The CIA might be up 1,000 points on us, man. Maybe he's joking. No, he's not joking, man. You can tell in his facial expression he's sincere, man. He truly thinks that banging on Jake is the way to go, man. And see, the Lord has put our people in a situation that you only can get through. You only can get out of it is just unless you were. The only way you can get out of this situation, the mindset that you have, is by repenting to the Lord, man. And that's why we know that on this deliverance that's coming, it's only going to be the men of the Lord that believe and have faith in him. It ain't going to be these degenerate 2/3, man. He's going to destroy them, man. Now, this ain't about killing and nothing like that. It's just he has a mindset that his Lord and Savior is a so-called white man. It's the mindset of Jake, man. And I'm sure that all these other Jakes you've seen in these other videos, they have the same mindset, man. The first guy, he had a cross on his neck and his ear. So you're seeing that he's truly an enemy of the cross, man. But we know that that symbol is a death symbol, man. Now, I don't want to play. Let me get it back. If I can find it. I can't find it. Let's see. There it go. Play this video real quick.
But G, look, look what he got his film. Stay by that, so because you look like G. This nigga got Michelangelo. This nigga got Michelangelo cousin on the wall. He think it's God. He got Michelangelo cousin on the wall. He think it's God. He looks like this white man. This nigga's stupid. This nigga's dumb. This nigga got a white man on his wall. This nigga got a white man on his wall. He thinks it's God, and he looks like him. This nigga's stupid, man. So what color he is? Man, this nigga's dumb, man. This nigga got a white man on his wall. He thinks it's God.
You see that, man, and that's why this love for Esau is so. That's where it's driven from, man. The so-called white man being his God. That drives Esau. That drives Jake to love his oppressor, man. That's truly Stockholm syndrome, man. And we know everything goes back to the curses. This is Deuteronomy 28 in verse 54. It says, I'm gonna get in a couple of different versions. King James, Deuteronomy 28:54. It says, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother. And now we see this, man. We see this without a shadow of a doubt, man. Now he those two videos you've seen, well, really three. They truly hate their brother, man. They truly hate Jake, man. It says, and toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. NLT, the most tender-hearted man among you will have no compassion for his own brother. See, no compassion for his own brother. Now Esau doing this in the streets. The first guy, he would have never said anything, man. All the shit that Esau done on the earth, and he chose to say that choose to make a video about Jake chimping out, protecting and believing in what the white man is doing is okay. It says, the most tender-hearted man among you will have no compassion for his own brother, his beloved wife, and his surviving children. But you see that Jake truly hates his own brother, man. And you can't change someone like that, man. You can't change that man's mind, man. He see the men of the Lord on the highways and byways. He would never think what we're prophesying and teaching is the truth, because they have that iron that mind is seared with a hot iron. That think his God is his oppressor, man. They truly think that their God is their oppressor, and that's Esau, man. This is Psalms 34 and verse 17. It says, "The righteous cry, Yahweh Shem Yahushua heareth and delivereth them out of all their troubles." And see, they don't see that the Lord is going to deliver the children of Israel, man. All the oppression that we have suffered here, they don't see the out from that, man. They don't see no rescue from the Lord, man. They don't see that the Lord is coming back for the children of Israel. They don't see that, man. They see that Jacob is already downtrodden and pretty much left for dead. They think that's how it's always going to be. Verse 19 it says, "Many are the affliction of the righteous, but Yahweh Bashem Yahushua delivered him out of them all. He keepeth all his bones; not one of them none of them was broken." Salakia. It says, "Evil shall slay the wicked, and they that hate the righteous shall be desolate." And see, they hate their own people, man. Even though that Jake is going off, we still are the Israelites, man. We still are the sons of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. Verse 21, it says, "Evil shall slay the wicked," and evil is going to slay 2/3 of our people, man, because their minds are pretty much gone, man. There's no way you're going to be able to change Jake here, man. They're too far gone, man, and that's just the truth. Only ones that's going to seek Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is those that are seeking the Lord now, man, because the doors of mercy is closing, man. It says, "And they that hate the righteous shall be desolate. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua redeemeth the souls of his servants." See, his servants. He's going to redeem the souls of his servants. Not all the Israelites are going to be saved, man. "And none of them that trust in him shall be desolate." See, the Lord is only going to save the elect, man. On this side, man. We know all the children of Israel are going to receive the kingdom of heaven, but the Lord is only dealing with the elect, man. And that's you. And just day to day in your walk of life, you can see that, man. 2/3 finna get it, man, in the worst way. And you got to really think to yourself, man. They really deserve it, man, because they are the ones that truly had the Lord crucified. This is Galatians 5 and verse 14. It says, "For all the law is fulfilled in one word, even in this, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself." And that's your brother, man. You Israelites, man. We supposed to love one another, man. Not getting on the side of our oppressor and thinking that this is the way. We should just downgrade and down talk our own people just to please Esau, man. This is a law, man. I'm gonna read it one more time. "For all the law is fulfilled in one word, even," this is Yahweh Shah speaking. No, it's Slocking. This is Yahweh Shah speaking. Matter of fact, let me get it in the blue. Let me get this in the NLT and in the I should have got it in the blue, but I'm gonna get it right here. This is Galatians 5 and 14. And 1 second, let me just double check something real quick. Yeah, I misspoke on that. It's not in red letter. But this is the law of the Lord, man. It's Apostle Paul. This is in NLT. It says, "For the whole law can be summed up in this one command: love your neighbor as yourself." And that's plain, man. GNT, it says, "For the whole law is summed up in this," it's like in one commandment: love your neighbor as you love yourself. Now, they don't think that the so-called white man would call him a nigga. You don't think that what's the name would have called him a nigga and say you chimping out and all that shit to their face? He would have did it. He would have. He damn sure would have did that, man. They think they're exempt because they are on Esau's side, man. Just like that dude Byron on X. He thinks he's a Edomite, man, and he is a Hamite. But and they told him in another chat group, this Byron, what's his last name? Byron Gaines, told him in another chat group he was a nigga. Why he trying to get in there with Esau, man? These Edomites is not, man, they're not going to change the way they feel and the way they think for you to be accepted. So why should you? This is Galatians 5 and 15. It says, "But if ye bite and devour one another, take heed that ye that ye be not consumed one of another. Let me get this in the NLT as well. It says, but if you are always biting and devouring one another, watch out. Beware of your destruction. It's like it. You're destroying one another. And that's what he's doing, man. These Jakes are destroying one another because they're pulling Jake down to pretty much to bring up Esau, man, to make him feel comfortable, to make him feel secure and loved, because they're trimming their way to seek. Matter of fact, let me get that. They're trimming their way to seek love from Esau to make him feel loved, man. And the Lord is not going to honor that. This is Jeremiah 2. Get it in the King James. This is Jeremiah 2 in verse 33. It says, why trimmest thou thy ways to seek love? And that's what our people, that's what you see those the people doing, man. Our people doing, man. Trimming their ways to seek love, man. Going a horn after their gods, man. It says, why trimmest thou thy ways to seek love? You know, Jake want to be accepted and all this, man. I just seen shit. I just seen this morning where a girl just got a so-called black girl. She was She was in a teenage. I think she was like 14, 15. Was hung on a church grounds, man. And it ain't nothing Jake do, man. So we know that where it stems from, man. That's Esau, man. But you got these niggas, man. They want to be accepted by the devil, man. 33 again, it says, why trimmest thou thy ways to seek love? Therefore hast thou also taught the wicked ones thy ways. Also in thy skirts is found the blood of the souls of the poor and innocent. So you're basically still putting us to death, man, by accepting Esau and basically killing your own people, man, because you're showing that you're on their side, man. Now you're not physically killing them, but spiritually you're destroying your own people, man. Because the trauma that that our people are experiencing is basically uh, come down upon generation for generation. That trauma of slavery and on and on. You're doing it to the innocent, man. Even though you don't got Jakes out here doing whatever they need to doing whatever, but you have a lot of Jakes, man, that is truly trying to do right, man. And I ain't speaking about it in the truth, but do right and take care of their family and work and all that. This guy Chad that they was praising, this man is out here trying to destroy anyone that's a Jake, man. And he kept saying that he was going to kill a Jake, man. That's what Chad was saying. He was going to kill. That would be the beginning of the race war, man. That's what he said, man. Verse 34 it says, also in thy skirts is found the blood of the souls of the poor and innocent. It says, I have not found it by secret search, but upon all these. Yet thou sayest, because I am innocent, surely his anger shall turn from me. So these Jakes that think the Lord is not going to punish them for what they've done and what they're doing, they got another thing coming, man. The Lord is going to judge them for that, man. And we just read in Galatians 5, what's the whole law? To love thy brother, man. To love thy neighbor. The end of 35, it says, behold, I will plead with thee because thou sayest, I have no sin. So like I have not sinned. And that's how they feel. They haven't sinned. That's a sin. You're sinning against your own brother, man. That's a sin, man. That's a law. Why gaddest thou about so much to change thy way? See, you're changing your way. These are your own people, man. You change your own way. Dude want to bang. I said, I don't bang on no more black people, man. On Jake, man. It says, thou also shall be ashamed of Egypt. See, you change, you want to be connected to Esau and his kingdom. You're soon finna be ashamed, man. Thou also shall be ashamed of Egypt, as thou was ashamed of Assyria. Yea, thou shalt go forth from him, and thy hands upon thy head. For Yahweh Bashem Yahushua hath rejected thy confidences, and thou shalt not prosper in them. So what you're doing, you're not going to prosper in it, man. Hate your own brother, you're not going to prosper in that, man. You're seeking love from the devil, man, and you're not going to get it. This is Proverbs 11 and 17. It says, the merciful man doeth good to his own soul, but he that is cruel troubleth his own flesh. See, trouble his own flesh. So what you're speaking, you're just setting up sin for yourself, man, to be judged by it. Verse 18, it says, the wicked worketh a deceitful work. See, what they're doing is a deceitful work, man. But to him that soweth righteousness shall be a sure reward. And that's the man of the Lord, man. That's the man of the Lord, man. It says, as a righteousness tendeth to life, Salakia, as righteousness attendeth to life, so he that pursueth evil pursueth it to his own death. See, they're pursuing the love of Esau, man, but it's pursuing it to their own death. And Yahweh Shem Yahushai is a man of his word, man. And we know that this is going to be fulfilled, man. The Lord is going to judge 2/3 of our people, man. This is John 8 and 44. It says, ye are of your fathers the devil. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust thus of your father ye will do. And that's what he's doing, man. He's following after his father, the devil, man. And he was a murderer from the beginning and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. And that's Esau, man. And Jake want to be just like Esau, their father. They want to be just like Esau, man. And I want to hit this real quick. This is in the Maccabees, man. We had in the ancient world, you had Israelites that came against their own people, man. Came against their own people, man. And it's still the same way to this very day, man. It's still coming against their own people, man. This is First Maccabees 11. And I'm going to drop down to 19. It says, by the means Demetrius reigned in the 160 and 70 year. I think it was 167. It says, at the same time, Jonathan gathered together them that were in Judea to take the tower that was in Jerusalem. And he made many engines of war against it. Then came ungodly persons that hated their own people. See? And they're ungodly, man. It says, then came ungodly persons who hated their own people, went unto the king and told him that Jonathan besieged the tower. Therefore, when he heard, he was angry and immediately removed. So basically, he went and told on Jonathan, man, which was a king. He went and told, not Jonathan, Darius was a king, and when he told on Jonathan that he was setting up sieges against him. And this is their own people, man, went and told the king, Darius, on Jonathan. Verse 22, it says, therefore, when he heard, he was angry and immediately removing, he came to I don't look this word up several times. I don't know why I can't remember it.
Ptolemies.
Ptolemies. Yeah, Ptolemy and Ptolemies. This is the land. Ptolemies was the land, and Ptolemy was King Ptolemy. Salakia, let me get back to it, man. Ptolemies. That's a land. That's one of the 5 cities. Off the top of my head, I have to look it back up. Verse 22 again, it says, wherefore, when he heard, he was angry and immediately removed. He came to Ptolemaeus and wrote unto Jonathan that he should not lay sieges to the tower, but come and speak with him at Ptolemaeus in great waste. It's like in great haste. So basically, hurry up. It says, nevertheless, Jonathan, when he heard this, commanded to besiege it still. So he didn't stop besieging the city, man, setting up blockades. He says, and he chose certain of the elders of Israel and the priests and put himself in prevail. So he basically took them with him. So if he died, they would basically be with him. Continuing on 24, it says, and took silver and gold and raiment and diverse presents beside, and went to Ptolemaeus unto the king, where he found favor in his sight. So even though these people went and told on him, he still found favor in the king's sight. It says, and though certain ungodly men of the people had made complaints against him, yet the king entreated him as his predecessor had done before and promoted him in the sight of all his friends. So even though they wouldn't told on him, pretty much backstabbed their own people, he still promoted them, man. The King Darius still promoted Jonathan. So even though our people go against us, man, the Lord is going to promote us, man. You try to seek love from Esau, man, it's not going to do you any good, man. Just like it didn't do these ungodly men any good, man. So it gets you. Sometimes it gets you upset, and what I'm saying. You want to like, man, just talk bad about them and shit, man. You want to crack them upside the head, man. But it's a point to why they're doing this, man. The Lord set them up to be after their father, after the devil, man. Set them up to be that way, man. Just like just like these what you call them of damn, oh man, slipped my mind. But let me get this real quick. This is Philippians 3 and verse 18. It says, for many walk, of whom I have told you often, and now tell you even weeping, that they are enemies of the cross of a Mashiach. And our own people are enemies of the cross of the Lord, man. It says, who in is destruction, whose power is their belly. And I was thinking about uh, these fake prophets, man. Like Deacon Akkad, Deacon Assad. They're doing all they can to fit Esau in there, man, and they're still going to be destroyed, man. They're going and telling the king on the Israelites, man. But they're enemies of the cross. They're enemies of the cross of the Lord, man. Just like you seen these 2/3 in these videos, man. Verse 19, he said, whose end is destruction, whose power is their belly. So they want to seek love and money, want to be accepted in Esau's kingdom, when we know his kingdom is finished, man. And whose glory is in their shame, who mind earthly things. See, their glory is in their shame, man. And we just read earlier about the shame that's going to come on them for trimming their ways, man, to seek love, man. So I'm in it there. Lord, when it was edifying. Shalom. Shalom.